Alright, we are here for the Hollow Vine Vengeful 1 wrap-up video. Holy shit, we did horribly today. We went 1 and 4, with our only win being against the mono-white Solemnity deck. Like, we played... Okay. Of all of the matchups we played today, so round 1 we played against mono-white Hate Bears and screwed up royally. So that was a fault on us punting hard, and we lost that one because we punted hard. Round 2 we played against Bant Eldrazi. It was a fair game 1. We had an OP game 2. They had an OP game 3. So because we lost the fair game 1, we lost to Bant Eldrazi. Round 3 we lost to basically us finding a bug with Hollow One. Here, I'm going to move this into the screen so you guys can maybe see some cards a bit better. I don't know. So, we lost... Oh my god, screen, leave me alone. Screen. I was in the middle of saying something, and you're just like, no, screw you. Screw you. Okay, so we lost our third match because we found a bug where Hollow One's discount doesn't apply when you discard cards that have Aftermath like Driven to Despair does. Which, that really sucked for us. Because we could have played more for match 3 since our last game we just couldn't do anything. Because of turn 3 Thalia after we should have had a Hollow One in play. We didn't play any matches where Conflagrate would have been good, which is weird. And it's the one matchup where Conflagrate would have been good was our last match, which was against the Doubling Season Planeswalker deck. And they had a draw where Conflagrate would have been amazing if we had it. And then for the next game they had where we brought the Conflagrate back in. They just had a hand where it was like, well, whatever, we have Rest in Peace, Blood Moon, Nahiri, to screw you. So that was an amazing draw on our opponent's case, and it was just horrible draw on ours. So, like, luck was not with us today. I'm thinking we might try a competitive league the next time we play this deck, and we'll just see how we do there. Because the thing is, like, a lot of these decks we're playing against in the friendly leagues, with the exception of Affinity, which we keep getting our ass handed us to, they're games I can see myself maybe playing at a Modern tournament 1% of the time. Like, how often do you see the 4 or 5 color Planeswalker deck? How often do you see, like, Solemnity? A percentage of our matchups are so random and out there that it feels like we're not getting, like, good testing results from playing this. Because I feel like, okay, if we play against, let's say we play 3 more friendly leagues, and we 5-0 all those leagues. What does that tell us? It tells us that we can 5-0 a friendly league, but if all 15 of those games are against decks that we will probably never see, then what's the point in doing that testing? Like, if we're not playing against Affinity, Titan Shift, Grixis Death Shadow, Eldrazi-tron, Burn, Blue-Red Gifts, like normal Tron, Blue-Eye Control, like all of these decks that most people are playing in Modern, then we can't really say if this deck is good or not, because we haven't tested it against what are essentially the gatekeepers of the competitive part of the format right now. So I can't really make any conclusions about how this build worked with Conflagrate and Driven to Despair. All I know is I screwed up playing Driven to Despair royally in our last match, where I discarded and cast Driven. The one turn I discarded and cast Despair one turn, where I instead should have just cast Driven and maybe just like cast both halves of it. And there was another time where I cast Driven, didn't cast Despair, when I should have just casted both, just because I was like, because he was keeping a card in hand. It was obvious he was probably going to be keeping something like Nahiri or Emrakul in hand, because we were at that top deck state. So I should have just had him discard whatever he drew. But you can't win them all, I guess, and today's matches were fine. I got a little off put from when we uncovered that bug, because right now it makes it really. I'm not gonna lie, this bug makes it really hard to play this configuration of the deck, because you will have awkward scenarios where you want to be able to cast your Hollow One for free, but you can't because you have Driven and Despair as like your thing to discard, and that won't reduce the cost of Hollow One. So I think I'm going to keep playing this, but it's definitely a bug I'm going to have to start playing around, which is going to make playing it a little bit more difficult. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the videos, and I will see you next time.